Wow. I just finished watching Undercover Billionaire Season 2, Episode 1, and it is absolutely amazing. If you finished watching the first season with Glenn Stearns, number 2, Season 2, is starting off in a spectacular fashion. They got Grant Cardone, and I can't even believe that they were able to find a town that with somebody that doesn't know him. So, that's almost hard to believe, but I'm gonna go with it and just see what comes of this. And also, a couple other entrepreneurs, real estate moguls, entertainment moguls. Monique Mosley, who has represented and helped produce really successful artists, and Elaine Culotti, who is a real estate mogul. And these are some people who have built massive businesses, billion dollar valuation businesses, and they're getting dropped in these towns where they're going to be responsible for building $1 million business starting with $100 and a pickup truck. And here's the thing that's so inspiring about this is this idea that they have these skills, they have this knowledge, they have this understanding of their industry that they come in with. But the thing is that it takes money and it takes a reputation to be able to create those businesses that they have. And it's tough to believe that, someone isn't going to be able to succeed even though they've done it before. But just in the first week on season 2, you could tell that they're having these really big struggles. They're having these challenges. You can't just go walk into an investment bank and start, pushing them around and asking them for money or negotiating with them. You see these struggles that Grant Cardone has with these people who either don't recognize him or who, only see his spirit, but don't actually, know who he is, so they're giving him a chance. And these other ladies like Monique and Elaine, who are doing whatever job they can and figuring out whatever methods they can to survive, to find a place to stay and live where they can't live in their cars. And it's absolutely amazing to see how Grant Cardone does it, how Elaine has done it, how Monique has done it, because they all have these different methods of finding a way to survive and ultimately thrive. So who knows what's going to happen specifically with this show. I am pretty much, my mind is blown that they were even able to do this in the first place over quarantine. And the first episode of the season is absolutely phenomenal because it goes to show that even if you have made it, there's still certain things, there's still certain times, there's still certain moments when you have these challenges that, you can't just pull out when you can't pull out the I'm successful card, what can you do? If you can't pull out the, hey, I'm a multi-billionaire card, let's do business, what can you do? What is possible? What are the opportunities? What resources can you reach out to? And there are resources. And at some level, you got to understand, or at least my takeaway is, that they have built up not just reputations, but they built up these skills, these ability, this level of, a charisma, a charm, a humor that these billionaires have built, and that helps them ultimately negotiate and to build the businesses that they're going to be building, $1 million valuations. But you learn so much from this because in season 1, where if you haven't watched it, I totally recommend it. But in season 1, where you see Glenn Stearns going out and trying to sell anything he possibly can, and you see the struggle. But it's so interesting to see how these other billionaires, these other business people, these other entrepreneurs end up thinking their way through these situations. And how they put their egos aside because they realize that they have to be, I'm not going to say nobodies, but they can't be the billionaires that they were at home. So to see the shift in, not who they are, but in their ability to, just leverage their brands, being able to see that change is pretty remarkable. And I do have to say, I have a question for you. If you're going to watch the show, do you believe that all of the people in the show have not or do not know who Grant Cardone, Elaine Culotti, and Monique Mosley are. Now, personally, I have a difficult time believing that, but what I think is absolutely amazing, whether you believe they are known or not, or whether they are or not, whether these people recognize them or not, it's this idea of what is possible. What can you possibly do with $100 in your pocket? What can you possibly do if you're struggling? What sort of jobs, what sort of goals should you set? What can you look out for? Like, what opportunities can you spot? What relationships can you build right now in the position that you're in? And how to spot opportunities all around. So with that, it is an absolutely amazing show. Just the first episode alone of season 2, I highly recommend it. And with that, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to leave a comment if you see the episode and you also start watching season 2, and have a wonderful day.